Yeah, let's get into it. Episode 5.
Episode 5, yeah.
Sure thing.
So, hello everyone. This is once again the podcast.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
You know what? We've been thinking about exactly what are we supposed to talk about in the new episode. So
Yeah.
we spent a really long time because recently we got some hot topics.
Yeah.
Well, we have to be very careful when we choose these topics, right?
Well, the reason we can be honest with you guys. Okay, the reason why this podcast has been delayed for a while is because there are something big happening in the industry.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But clearly we're not supposed to be talking about this.
Never mind.
The legal department give us a very clear warning.
Sure.
And we try to explain. We're not going to be talking about anything bad or negative, or it's just a thing that is objectively happening on the market. Why can't we talk about it, right? But no.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be talking about that. You guys know what do we mean, But
we're going to talk about something else. I guess this new topic will also be something quite interesting. It's related, actually, I think.
Somehow. Legal department warning.
No, I never mentioned anything there. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get into it.
Okay, so so what are we going to be talking?
We're going to talk about cloud business, cloud PBX. That's why I said this is something related. Well, on the one hand, in the market, something's changed, which is the on-premise solution. It's getting harder for people to promote traditional hardware business. Yeah. Well, on the other hand, the cloud business, we do have lots of opportunities on it. And also, I guess in episode 2, right, we were talking about something like how can we convince our customers to pay three times
yeah,
right?
with the cloud.
Exactly. So I'm just thinking about another question. About this hosting solution, can the hosting solution be a real moneymaker?
Yeah.
If you say so, then my next question is, well, if that's going to be the moneymaker, so how do we make it? Exactly what's going to be our cost? This is something we need to think about.
Yeah. Well, we do this, we talk about this because if you are new into the cloud business or hosting business, or if you are thinking about it, you need to consider how much resource you have to invest into making the migration.
Exactly.
So here we're going to be giving you some basic concept. What should you be consider? How much will it be estimately? Financing wise, right? Yeah. This is our topic today.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So especially for the ones who are considering getting into the cloud PBX. But before we get into that, we have to mention first of all, is it necessary, or is it that inevitable that everybody have to get into cloud business?
I don't think so. It's not 100% sure. You have to choose the cloud solution. You got this choice, that choice. No, it's not like that. You can have different choices, even if you prefer to promote the traditional hardware PBX. But I guess what truly matters is you just need to figure out who's going to be your target customers.
Yeah. This is actually this is why we say that this topic is actually related to the cancel
the
topic.
hot topic right now.
The cancel topic because people are concerned about their on-prem hardware PBX because clearly we are going to lose another brand on this industry, right? So people are being but obviously this brand is continuing investing, maintaining their cloud-based PBX.
Sure.
Yeah. So people are thinking, wow, is that really means that I have to convert to cloud PBX? So, and this is why some people are thinking about it, and they have to, estimate their investment, right? So first of all, this is what we're going to be discussed, right? Is it really inevitable?
Well, just like I said, when we talk about, a traditional business model, especially the on-premise system, the hardware PBX, of course, if you take a look on some data, some report, you can see this is going to be the future trend. More and more people, they will like to choose the cloud solution, but it doesn't mean the traditional hardware solution will just quit the market. No, it's not going to happen. Still, you have lots of chances, lots of opportunities to promote your on-premise solution, your hardware PBX.
But who are the potential end users are going to still using hardware on-prem PBX?
From my point of view, I don't think small companies are going to prefer the traditional solution because it's expensive. You're going to spend lots of money.
One-time investment.
Exactly. Yeah. And also, as we know, nowadays everything's changed. We use some subscription services a lot, like Netflix, Apple. People get used to it. So for small companies, it's the same thing.
It's a process.
Exactly. That's right. Just like for small companies, they use the way how they use the CRM system. Yeah. It's the same thing. They are not gonna pay lots of money for some sort of software or a hardware. It's not gonna happen. They will just pay for something what they need currently.
So I guess if you are doing SMBs, if your major customer base is SMBs, and yes, it might be the truth that eventually you will get into cloud business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but okay, so.
But we still have chances to promote the hardware solution for some other customers. I guess like some vertical users, some vertical projects. Think about it. Like if you're a business owner of a hotel.
Yeah.
Are you going to choose the cloud solution? I guess maybe some of these business owners, they will prefer the cloud solution, but still in the market, take a look.
Well, the thing is, hotel is a pretty standardized business.
Yeah.
Right? It will take a long time for them to really accept cloud PBX. And when we talk about accept, it's not accept that as a technology.
Sure.
It's accept a cloud PBX brand as a official player that can be on the table.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
Exactly.
So yeah, it will take a lot of time. And to be honest, if we're thinking about hotels, of course, of certain scales, right? There are many protocols.
Exactly.
Right? About security, reliability, and stuff. Yeah. Maybe hardware PBX will be more, suitable for them, right?
It will just make things much easier for people to accept a hardware solution because you provide me a particular hardware. I need some certificate. You can just provide it to me, and I can do the test.
Yeah,
and it's simple. It's easy to maintain.
Yeah. Or I will simply a on-prime.
Yeah,
solution.
That's right. Yeah. I will simply just put it into a part. I will just simply make it be a part of my solution because for hospitality, the solution for them is not just going to be a phone system. They need a whole suite of the solutions. That's just a part. You make things as easy as possible. That's going to be very easy for them to deploy.
And I'm also thinking if you mention about hotels, then of course, huge companies, enterprises. Well, the thing is they will need 100% total control of all the data.
Yeah.
Like maybe some organizations, they are not maybe as big, but their standard for security and especially data security is still at that high level. Like for example, finances, banking, some governments, right? So cloud is not going to be an option for them. Not because it's not a issue of trust. It's the simple fact that all the data, maybe clients, customers, users, all the data are deployed on a cloud server that is not 100% in their control.
Yeah.
This simple fact is not acceptable for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you will still have chance there.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And well, we don't want to put it this way. Probably some maybe old-fashioned, end users, right? They will move from one, hardware PBX to another.
To the other one, yeah.
Like for example, back in a few years when, the brand that we're allowed to talk about, Panasonic, they actually, retrieve.
They just quit the market.
Yeah,
that's right.
And of course, most of their end users move to the other brand that we're not supposed to be mentioned, but clearly, very similar solution.
Yeah.
But now same thing happened.
Sure.
Right. But if your end user is really, old-fashioned, a lot of people like to stay in their comfort zone, and there's nothing wrong about it. So they will try to find another,
replacement.
Yeah,
exactly.
That is familiar. So the only quality they're looking for is familiar, and there is a huge quantity of them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So if you customer base are those kind of end users, well, yeah, and maybe it's not about which industry are those customers from. Maybe it's about personalities, even age, of the property owner.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So if you are looking at those people, of course, hardware PBX is the right choice for them.
Yeah.
So I guess our answer would be, if you'll be working with SMBs, you need to be prepared. Maybe it's not that fast, but yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about, when we talk about cloud solution, most of our business opportunities, absolutely, they come from the SMB market.
Yeah. Actually, we have numbers, right? Over 80% of the extensions, we're not talking about deployment of PBX, extensions are installed on SMBs, meaning company under 20 extensions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a industrial number. It's not only from Yeastar. Of course, the situation is different from region to region. Like, for example, in China, it's 70%. So in China, there are more larger organizations.
Yeah.
Why? Because the country is bigger. There's bigger government, bigger organization, bigger everything.
Yeah.
So well, the portion is a little bit different, but 70%, 80%, maybe in some country it's 90%, right? But you see, this is where your market is.
Exactly.
Right?
That's a very potential market.
And of course, there is also one very big important logic behind the whole thing. It's because if you're looking at the smaller PBXs, traditionally, if you're doing a hardware PBX, then most of your margin have to come from the phones.
Yeah, of course. Because PBX is not a moneymaker.
Because PBX is small.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you're looking at bigger companies, then more portion of your margin will come from PBXs, because the system is huge. The PBX itself simply worth more.
That's right.
And of course, there will be service fees and stuff. So of course, this is another reason why maybe hardware PBX or on-prem solutions will be more acceptable, will have more chances. Maybe even, we won't see much change in those, portion in those markets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so
yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. Right. So I guess we have to get into the topic that a lot of our customers, a lot of our audiences are interested in, right?
Yeah.
So how should I, if I am doing SMBs, right? If you are doing SMBs, and you think, and for you, if you look at your, clients and your market, you think, okay, maybe it's time for me to make the move. What should you consider? What are the big investments that I am looking at?
About the cloud solution, right?
Cloud solution, yes.
I guess first of all, it's going to be the product itself. You're supposed to choose a particular product. So that's going to be the cost, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But when we talk about that one, you also need to think about it, because the cloud solution can be dynamic as well.
Yeah.
What kind of cloud solution are you looking for?
Yeah.
Single instance, multi-instance, multi-tenant, hosted by yourself or hosted by the vendor? There are many choices.
Well, it depends on what kind of business are you looking at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you give us a few examples?
I'm thinking about, hey, if you're just trying to provide a cloud solution for maybe SME users, very ordinary business users, I'm thinking about, well, the best way for you to provide them the cloud solution is you purchase a ready-to-go solution. Better something hosted by the vendor.
What do you mean by ready-to-go?
Ready-to-go, that means you purchase this solution from the vendor. It's hosted by the vendor.
So
the infrastructure deployment, that's not going to be your problem, out of your trouble. And you're just going to sell it to your customers.
Okay.
So if you have IP phones, you have some other resources, we put it together. I'm selling you the package. Then I will just send you the billing report.
The package, you mean?
Yeah.
So you are not charging by PBXs?
I don't think it's a smart way for you to charge people about PBX, because if most of your customers are like small companies, micro business users, when you tell them something about PBX, does it make sense?
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's an interesting point, because a lot of our customers, they complain about it because, well, if you tell a small business owner that you have to buy a PBX, then they will ask,
What is a PBX?
What is a PBX? Then why I have to buy this? Then you have to tell them, okay, this is the central server of your phone system. If you need a phone system, so if you need a phone system for a company, you need to buy a PBX. Then there's another question. All I need is answer and make phone calls.
That's right.
I make sure, like, in my company, people can call each other and they can receive outside calls. Is it really necessary for me to buy this, or is there any other way around, right? So it will raise a lot of questions. Not because it's not useful. It's simply because the simple concept of PBX is not familiar for most of the people. So they need to be convinced. It's not like you're buying if you're establishing a new company, well, you don't need people to convince you to buy computers or printers. You know that you need them. Even phones, you know you need them, right? But PBX, what is a PBX?
Yeah, that's something, it's not a wise idea for you to explain too much about the details of a central server to your end users. It doesn't make sense.
But does that mean you have to bring in numbers?
Of course. That's what I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
When you try to provide them a business package, the best way, what I believe, is going to be this. You get a ready-to-go cloud PBX, and you don't have to explain anything to your end users. Get prepared with your trunk lines, which is phone numbers. Just get prepared with your phone numbers, your extensions, which is IP phones. You put things together, and you are going to sell this end user a package. Just tell him, hey, this package, I give you maybe 5 channels with 10 numbers, and I will give you 20 IP phones.
Well, 5 channels with 10 numbers, it's not a small company.
That's just an example. Forget about it. Or maybe just 2 channels.
Yeah, 2 channels.
2 channels,
2 numbers.
4 numbers, that's enough. Then I will just give you maybe 8 phones. And as for PBX features, functions, something like IVR, voicemail, I don't need to explain it. I will just tell you, hey, you got my package. You have this phone deployed in your office. And these functions, they're all going to be available. I don't even need to explain what it is. I will just tell you, this is what you get from my side.
Because most of the requirements you got from the end user will be, hey, I need to make phone calls.
Yeah, that's right.
And the best answer you give them will be, yes, I can do that for you.
Sure, exactly.
Right? What do you need? They will tell you how many phones they need, how many extensions, users. Well, they don't know they don't have the concept of extensions. They will tell you how many people they have in the company and how many of them need phone calls, right? And they will tell you how many numbers they probably need.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the best they know. And for those who have experience in phone system, they may tell you that, okay, I need an auto attendant. I need to record my calls.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Right? And then then once again, your best answer will be, yes, I can do that. Here is your bill. Okay, if you pay me this amount of money, I can give you that.
Yeah.
So that's it. If the number is good, if they are acceptable, good.
Yeah.
Deal down. Right? So that means they have to get numbers. If you have to get numbers, right? Phones, of course, most people got phones, and PBXs. Those are the 3 major components.
Yeah.
So let's break this down part from part. Okay. PBXs. You have mentioned there's multi-instance, there's multi-tenant, single instance. How should I choose my solution?
A proper solution, right?
What kind of business? So if I am to invest into one PBX mode, then I have to, make the judgment based on my customer base.
Sure.
Right? So how can I make the judgment? How can I tell?
I think about this question, for the customer side, it's something like I said. You will just need to make the package, nothing else.
Yeah.
But the thing here, behind this package, you will need to get prepared with the solution. It might be the single instance or multi-instance. So considering about this point, I guess what truly matters for you is going to be, you just need to think about exactly what kind of resources do you have currently in your hand. Then you make your decision. For example, if you have, let's see, you got your own data center. You're a big company. You're really professional. You know how cloud solution looks like, how it works. That's pretty good. You can try multi-instance, I guess.
Multi-tenant.
Yeah, or multi-tenant.
Multi-tenant. Yeah. Okay, so let's just break down let's just explain the difference for a little while.
Sure.
Just in case some people don't really understand. What's the difference between multi-instance and multi-tenant?
Oh, let's just simplify this. Multi-instance and multi-tenant. I guess multi-tenant is like you got a huge, I would like to say, huge container. It actually contains all your resources.
Yeah.
You're going to put all these things together to create a huge virtualized cloud PBX. Well, the thing here is you can actually create different parts of it. You can actually divide your resources to different parts. Then you sell different part to different customers. The point is all these customers, they're going to share the one big central virtualized PBX. But the thing here is they don't even know. They don't even know they're sharing the same PBX.
Okay, so I think I kind of get it. It's multi-tenant, so you are thinking about a tenant.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I got a big house, and I'm gonna divide the house to different rooms, and I'm gonna,
rent it out.
Exactly.
Rent it out. But they use all those PBXs or the tenants. They use shared resources.
Yeah.
CPUs, flash drives, memories. Even though they are being divided into several parts.
Yeah.
Then
you just need to take care of the load balance. If you can handle the load balance, nothing wrong. Trust me, nothing wrong. Because for end users, nothing's going to happen. They will just know, I got this PBX, I got this solution, it works well, it's okay.
Yeah. So I guess if you're familiar with it, it's way more economical because you don't need that much resource because, to be honest, like for example, if one company is making a lot of calls right now, so they will naturally take a lot of more resources. But if the other company, even with same PBX capacity, they are not making that much calls, so they won't take that much resources. But on paper, you have one portion of resources. You are just renting them to different people. And because they are using that with different, how do I say that? With different frequency. So they don't need, so you can just rent one tenant or one portion of resource to multiple people.
This is actually very similar with the way how we use the internet service in our house. I'm not talking about enterprise user. I'm talking about individual users. You purchase that package, and the service provider, I mean the local carrier, will just tell you, hey, we provide you maybe how many megabits or how many gigabits?
100 megabits, for example.
They will see that. They will write it down on the paper. But actually, do you really have that?
Yeah, if you are using it, it will be 100 megabytes.
But if you're not in your house, you're in the office, like this is business hour, no one's in your house, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to be 100
There's no
megabits.
Data, so your data stream or your bandwidth will be dynamically downgraded a little bit.
That's right. Load balance, like I said.
But that's way more economical.
Sure.
But once again, it's more demanding in maintenance and technique ability.
That's right. That's right.
If you don't have the ability to handle it,
don't do it.
Don't do it. It's way more risky.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you will because of course, first of all, the balance. If you are not playing this right, then people will find out. Their phone system may die out a lot, right? So you might have problems. Right. Well, this is a multi-tenant.
Sure.
Once again, if you are familiar with it, if you are capable, big company, you have your own data center, well, you probably should go with multi-tenant.
That would be a very good solution for you, absolutely.
And what about multi-instance? What's the difference between a tenant and instance?
Well, instance, that will just be much easier to understand. You don't have to take all your resources, figure out something like a load balance. Multi-instance, that means every single one of your cloud PBX will be the particular individual instance. And they're all going to be managed on one centralized hosting platform.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm gonna use this particular, carrier I mentioned, resource carriers. I need to figure out how can I figure out the balance. Not necessary. This time you're just gonna use this hosting platform. Yeah. Every single one of this virtualized PBX, they're just separate.
Yeah. Okay. So every time you create a PBX, the resource, the CPUs, the memory, the flash, they are more individual.
Exactly.
And more dedicated to this
just
specific user. So, okay, I got this. So, this is exactly why it's called an instance.
Yeah.
And there's tenant. Right? When you are having a tenant, you have shared infrastructures.
Exactly.
Like bathrooms, kitchen, they are shared.
Yeah.
Right?
You're supposed to take care of the electricity, the water.
Yeah, and electricity, waters, they are somehow shared. Right?
Yeah.
But if you are talking about a multi-instance, it's like you're not owning a house, but you're renting a house, right?
Yeah.
But the house is for yourself.
Sure.
You have all the resources for yourself. You have your own heater. You have your own electricity.
Exactly.
Everything is for yourself.
You can do your own decoration. Just go ahead.
Oh, so the difference will be, it is less. It's more costful.
Yeah, I think it will be more expensive for sure.
It requires more resources.
Yeah.
But it's more it's more partner friendly.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Because you don't need that much technical experience, capability, balance out the resources. You don't have to. Because
so your business model can be more flexible, I'm thinking about, I guess. For multi-tenant, your business model, of course, that business model is also flexible, but like I said, that might be a pretty good solution, but not going to be a pretty good solution for all of our partners. Some of our partners, they don't even have the capability to do such a job like this.
Yeah.
But if you do have resources, you have capability, or even you got some resources from the service provider, or if you are the ISP, that would be great. That would just be great. You can customize any kind of business package, sell it.
Yeah. And of course, multi-instance in this case will offer you more reliability.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So multi-instance is just like, it will make your job easier.
Yeah.
Of course, it will make your job easier.
It will cost a little bit more.
Yeah.
More reliability. Easier maintenance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also for both of these two business models, I guess about the hosting, it's also going to be flexible. You can choose to host it by yourself, or you can also choose the model which is hosted by the manufacturer, by the vendor as well. Well, it just depends on the vendor's business model.
So this is PBX part.
Sure.
Right, PBX part. So you know how to choose between multi-instance, multi-tenant. And we're not going to be talking about the cost of a PBX because,
make a call. Call your sales rep.
Because there are so many PBXs out there. They are charged in different ways. Well, some of them charge by extensions. Well, most of cloud PBX actually charge by extensions.
Yeah.
But some of them also charge by concurrent calls.
Yeah.
You will have different levels of packages of features and stuff, of course. You will understand how whole thing works, but the main concern will be which one to choose.
Yeah.
Multi-instance or multi-tenant. Okay, so once again, when it comes to the cost of PBXs, it's easy. Call the provider. But maybe some of our customers, if they are new to cloud PBX, maybe they don't have that much experience in bringing numbers and trunks into their package.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually a very important
because some of our partners, they just migrate from the traditional business model to
Yeah.
the cloud
Dealers.
business model. Yeah, that's
Dealers.
totally dealers.
Yeah.
Dealers, I'm just going to sell this product to the other guy,
Yeah.
so I get the
Yeah.
profit.
Yeah. But if you're doing cloud PBX and you want to do, like we mentioned, you offer a whole package
Yeah.
without having to explain the PBX, without having to, sales devices one by one, then you better bring in numbers because So how do people get numbers? What's the cost? Like, for example.
All right, good question. I got some information from the carrier, but I'm not supposed to tell you guys which carrier.
Once again, the price of the price comes from carriers are very different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
But we give you the example to give you a rough ideas of what items will they charge and what should you consider.
Sure.
Right.
Just for your reference.
Yeah. So you basically, first of all, you get the numbers, you get the trunks from carriers.
Yeah. Exactly.
You sign the contract with them.
Sure.
You are their distributors now.
I just get some information from the carrier. They just give us, I think they have two different models for ISP, for carriers. They have two different, generally speaking, for enterprise users, they provide two different models. The first business model is very easy to understand. They're just going to resell their resources, which is going to be telephone lines. Very traditional. They did this for many years. So they got resources, they got telephone lines. They will just resell it to people who need it.
So I mean, if I want to get if I want to resell the numbers, so I have to sign a contract with them.
That's
based on how many numbers I want or how many lines I want.
How many numbers, how many channels, depends on that. And also what kind of channel, what kind of lines are you looking for? The digital line or analog or SIP trunk, that's it.
Okay.
They got different prices for sure.
Can you give us a few examples?
Let me just have a check. Yeah, I do have.
About the prices, like, I
do have an example. Well, this is just an example for a reference.
Once again.
For example, I got this one they mentioned in the contract. This contract, you have to sign it with them for 24 months.
2 years.
Which is 2 years.
So 2 years.
It starts with 2 years. Yeah.
So the minimum period.
Yeah, exactly.
Is 2 years.
2 years.
Okay, 2 years.
And this is not for SIP trunk. This is for T1.
Okay.
Digital trunk. They give you 23 channels.
23 channels.
Yeah, that's what T1 can provide. 23 channels. Also, it gives you 100 numbers. 100 numbers, guys. That's absolutely, this is going to be an expensive one. Well, if you want, actually, they can give you more numbers. Maximally, they can give you 300 numbers.
Can I get more channels?
More channels? No. That's T1. You only have 23 channels maximally. This is not SIP trunk.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's fixed. This is fixed. Well, the price will be around 1,000. This is HK dollars. Hong Kong dollars.
Hong Kong dollars. So
1,000 per month.
In dollars, you just divide them into 7. To 7, right?
Yeah.
Maximally into US dollars.
Sure.
How much would that be?
You want me to do the calculation?
No, I mean the Hong Kong dollar.
It's around 1,000. Around 1,000.
Yeah, so something $130 something dollars.
Yeah.
Per month?
Yeah, per month.
Per month.
And you know what? This is just the price they offer to you. And they will also charge you some additional fees, like labor charges, installation charges.
Service?
If this is, service. And also if this is going to be a telephone line for your building, this is going to be the office, the building, they will also pay something for like administrator. I mean the building administrator.
Okay.
You know,
so first of all, let's just, start with the basic.
Sure, the basic price.
Okay, so 23 channels.
Yeah.
23 channels, 100 numbers. That means and 130 something dollars per month.
Yeah.
So that means like a little bit more than $1 per number.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah. Per number. But if you're looking at channels, it's going to be different, right? So like.
But it doesn't matter for end users. You don't have to explain what is a channel.
Well, the customers are just
They only care about numbers.
Yeah, of course. But the end users. Oh, sorry. Our partners will have to make the calculation.
Sure.
How much resources will it cost? So the number itself will cost like $1 something per month.
Per month.
Right.
Yeah.
And you have to get PBXs. Right.
Well, the first business model, they don't provide you PBX.
Well, I mean, you need to prepare. You have to get your own PBXs, like cloud PBXs.
Sure.
The price from Yeastar, I don't remember, like 3 something. No. Let's not bring this here in this. No, Yeastar.
We're not sales reps. Take it easy.
We're not going to. Yeah. Yeastar pay us, but it does not pay us to sell the PBX to ourselves.
Now, come on, guys. The podcast. We're just have a little bit chat here. Make it easy. Okay.
Yeah, but you can do the math by yourself.
Sure.
$1 something per number.
Yeah.
$5 something per channel.
Yeah.
That's right. You can make the. Yeah, and of course, naturally, the channels are not dedicatedly assigned to numbers, individual numbers.
Sure.
Right. So they have to use joint channel to make phone calls, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the first option. You try the digital channel. Also, they provide you SIP trunk. SIP trunk is also very popular. It just depends. If you prefer the cloud solution, IP SIP solution, I guess you better choose.
You will prefer SIP trunks.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. The SIP trunk, they will charge you, I guess the contract also is 2-year contract.
2-year contract.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you're going to purchase SIP trunk, they will calculate by channels, of course. Technically, you can purchase as many as you want.
Well, because there is no physical limit.
Sure. So the limit in the contract is going to be 8 channels.
8 channels?
Yeah, that's the MOQ. 8 channels.
Okay, MOQ. 8 channels.
Oh, and as for the numbers, I think they give us a ratio. So you got a 1 channel, the number can be 1/3. So 1 channel with 3 numbers.
1 channel
or more numbers.
Or you can, but this is for SIP trunks, it will be more flexible.
Sure.
So by default, it's 1 channel with 3 numbers, and the MOQ is 8 channels. So that means 8 channels, 24
numbers.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is what it is.
2 years.
2 years, but the price will be, wow, you won't believe this. The price is so cheap. Less than $100 per channel per month. I think this is cheaper than the previous one. Maybe.
Less than $100? No.
Wait a second.
How much? You just give us the number.
Okay, the number, it will be like...
The contract price.
The contract price, it's $90 per channel per month. Is it cheaper?
No, it's not cheaper.
Not cheaper. I'm confused.
It's way more expensive.
Yeah. I was thinking about, that's just for the whole package. Now I check it. It's for 1 channel.
but because according to our calculation, is that Hong Kong dollars?
Yeah, Hong Kong dollars.
Oh, well, okay, it's Hong Kong dollars. Okay, good. It's better, but still. So it's like $12
Let me use the calculator. I'm not good at math.
It's like $13 still. $13. 13 something dollars.
Yeah, around $13
per month.
Yeah, per channel per month.
It's more expensive because with T1 it's 5.
Yeah, that's right.
Once again, it's Hong Kong. Right?
Yeah. This is just an example.
The situation might be different in different, different regions.
Course.
But what if I want more numbers?
If you want more numbers, well, like I said, the ratio will just be 1/3. So you purchase more channels, you will have more numbers. That's basically what it is, according to the contract right now.
Okay, so at least from this Hong Kong carrier, SIP trunk is more expensive.
Yeah.
It's probably because, well, in Hong Kong, they have a lot of T1 resources.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Because in this particular area, I mean, not just in Hong Kong, maybe in the whole Asian area.
The simple fact is, in China, digital trunks, well, in mainland China, the digital trunks are way more expensive than SIP trunks.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
We don't have T1 here. Not exist.
We have E1.
We have E1. Well, it's E1, so naturally it's way more expensive.
Yeah.
But if you compare that, the service providers now, carriers now don't ever support, they don't really provide analog trunks for enterprises.
That's in China.
That's in China, yeah. So all they provide is SIP trunk.
Yeah. Things are different. I mean, I got a 2 years experience in Dubai. And in Dubai, you don't have digital trunks.
Of course.
Digital
trunks.
No digital trunks.
No digital
They
trunks.
only provide you PSTN, which is the analog trunks. Even this is for the company.
How much will they cost?
I don't remember the price, but it will be really expensive. Really expensive.
Well, it's Dubai.
Yeah, for enterprise users. It's crazy.
Everything is more expensive in Dubai. But the thing is, this is basically how much you should consider the price
Sure.
you get from the service provider. You divide. The thing is, basically, the service provider will offer you certain numbers of channels with certain numbers of numbers, and you will see there is a ratio.
Yeah.
1 to 3.
Yeah.
1 to 5.
Yeah.
Right. So that means you won't have dedicated channel to numbers. You will have more numbers.
Yeah.
It is designed.
Well, if you want to have a dedicated, they can offer you, but that would just be extremely expensive.
Yeah, but it is designed
Yeah.
to, share the resources.
Sure.
In this case.
Yeah.
So, well, yeah. So and when you do your package, you need to take care of that because you might have spare numbers, but you won't have. Probably you run out. The channels will run out first.
I don't think that's a big problem for SME users, unless you're gonna run a call center.
Oh yeah.
If it's not a call center, come on, these channels are enough.
Okay.
You can even check on our company, check on our office.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How many employees do we have?
It's true.
Tell me.
We have 800 something. Yeah.
You mean totally, right?
Totally. Yeah. 800, more than 800 employees in the company.
Yeah. But exactly how many concurrent calls do we have? Let's just say I'm going to take the calculate for maybe around half hour.
Okay. Well, I can tell you this.
Yeah.
The concurrent call from channels, let's say channels.
Yeah.
Okay. Channels from service providers, we have 10. 10.
Only 10 channels.
Only 10 for 800 people, and we barely use them. Yeah, we barely use them. It's true. It's true. 10. 5 in the building, office building. 5 from the factory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
but
right.
we barely use them.
Yeah. So you can even imagine, guys. We got over 800 employees. We only take 10 channels, and that's totally enough. So take it easy.
we got 10 numbers, 8 channels. 10 numbers, 10 channels.
Yeah.
Because we're a company.
Sure.
10 numbers, 10 channel. That's
yeah. So I don't think
maybe we should talk to Ted. It's too expensive.
No, that's out of your choice because this is just going to be the business package provided by the carrier.
Now, Ted is our IT guy, by the way. Yeah.
Sure. So, back to our topic. Yeah. Like I said, I don't really think this is a problem. That's okay. That's acceptable. Even this is expensive or this is cheap, but this is just what you can have from the local service provider.
Okay. So, from our experience, the Hong Kong price is really expensive for zip trunks.
That's right.
Once again, 13 per channel.
Yeah, $13 per channel, around $30 per channel
per month. So if you are to make your balance in this, you probably should sell one channel to like 3 to 5 end users.
I think you can even sell it more, especially when you choose the cloud solution. You sell one channel. Give them 10 extensions.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, that would be better. You can absolutely take one channel with 10 extensions and you put it all on the cloud solution, the cloud PBX. That would be a pretty good deal for you.
Yeah. Okay.
And if that's the way how we do our business, well, absolutely, this is going to be the money maker.
Yeah. According to our experience, once again, according to our experience, the general end user price for this kind of package is from $5 to $10 per extension per month. Well, in general, globally, according to our statistics.
Average price.
But of course, you should do research for your own local market. We don't know where you're from. But this is a general price. So $5 to $10 per extension per month. There are cheaper ones. There are $3. Yeah, or something. Like in Latin America, we got like $1.5 per user per month.
Wow.
We've seen this kind of solution, but this is the price. So you can make your own, calculation.
Yeah.
So this is the final price you can offer to your customers.
Sure.
Like $5 per extension per month, something like that.
Yeah.
Right? So, you can break it down.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And this is just the first option the service provider gives you. They also have another option. The other option is what? The cloud PBX is popular, right? The cloud solution now is popular.
So service provider can also offer you
Yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about.
Okay. Good.
The cloud solution is very popular, and also service providers, they have SIP trunks. So you guys can do something like this. You make a package. Well, the ISP, the service providers, they can do the same thing.
Yeah.
They can do the same thing. So they have another contract. I mean, they have the other option. The other option, it's something like I said. They put trunks, telephones, and also the PBX, the cloud PBX. But they never mention this is a cloud PBX. I'm checking on the contract. They never see anything about cloud PBX. But when I take a look, this is absolutely a cloud PBX.
Based on our experience with the major carriers in China, even the sales from the carriers, and even a lot of the technicals, they don't know anything about a PBX exist in their solution, actual solution. They have no clue.
Actually, just like I said, they don't care.
They don't care.
They don't care
because
about
the customers don't care.
Sure. The only thing they care about is, can I make the solution works? Yeah. You give me a cloud PBX, I don't care about it. How does it look like? What features?
As long as it makes calls.
Yeah. That's the only thing they care about. They may care about a couple of key features. Hey, can you have a voicemail? Do you support IVR? Do you support ring group? Do you support call queue? If you can support all this, that's good. I'm just gonna use it.
And once again, if a customer, end user, can give you the list that Jason just mentioned, it will be considered a high-end user.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's
because
right.
they know all the features.
They know what it is. So the second option, the price they offered here, this is also a reference. Let's take a look. Like I said, it's gonna be a package. So this package, they give you, I think they give you one telephone, which is an IP phone.
Phone.
Yeah, phone.
Okay.
I guess it's Polycom.
Okay.
Polycom phone. Now we call it Poly.
A Poly phone.
Yeah,
that's
Poly
a nice phone.
Yeah, it's a very good one. They give you one number, one phone, and they give you all the features, basic features. And these features, they never say this is about PBX, but actually it's a PBX features.
PBX, yeah.
For example, like IVR, voicemail, ring group, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. And the price will just be, how much is it? It's $150 per month.
Hong Kong dollars?
Yes.
Hong Kong dollars.
Per month.
Per month.
Just for that phone, with that number.
With the features.
Yeah.
So that's like 3? Sorry. Once again, please do the math.
You just want to know how much it will cost in US dollars, right?
7 US dollars.
Yeah, over 20. It's like 21 or 20 something. $21.
US dollars.
Yeah.
Per month.
Per month.
With one number, one phone.
One phone, one number.
All the features.
Yeah, all the features. Not all the features.
So this is a rent phone, right?
Yeah, this is a rent phone.
Wow. Okay.
You don't own that phone. They only provide it. You have the rights to use it, but you don't own this phone.
But once again, if it's a small business, it's okay.
Yeah, you don't need to purchase it. You can rent this. That's fine.
Okay. So this probably is, if you are to combine your own service, so this is the price that you are competing with.
Yeah. It might be a reference for you guys.
Yeah. 20.
And I'm talking about, this is just the basic entry level phone.
It's still very expensive.
Yeah. And this is just the entry level. They also have the advanced, the Pro version. Pro version is, they will change the phone. They will change I think it's a better, higher level, the IP phone. Anyway, the price will be around $200 per month.
Hong Kong dollars?
Yeah.
Hong Kong dollars.
Hong Kong dollars. So let me just do it again.
Close to $30 per month.
Yes, close to $30.
Okay.
Probably.
Good.
Yeah, expensive.
Expensive. You're renting the phone. Once again.
And by the way, the contract is 2 years.
2 years by default. A minimum period.
Yes, that's right. Moneymaker, guys. Don't see this as expensive. We're not end users, so take it easy.
You can rent the phones as well.
Yeah. What I'm talking about here is, I just want to give you guys a reference. You can take this as a reference. See, this is how they do their business. You can do the same thing if you have the capability. You can charge even more expensive.
Well, first of all, service providers or carriers, they have absolutely huge advantage in their channel.
They can control their cost.
Yeah, in their channel capability.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they want to do a price war with you, you're over.
You're over.
But that's not what they do.
Yeah.
But that's not what they do because there are multiple carriers in the market.
They also have their own competitors.
Yeah, they have to compete with other
carriers. Yeah.
So if you sign a contract to resell their trunks and numbers, you are actually their distributors. You are their resellers.
Partners.
Yeah, they have to think of your interest.
Yeah.
Because they have to compete with other carriers in
Sure.
all the aspects.
Exactly.
In all the aspects. And it is true in most countries in this planet. Yeah. It's true in China also.
Yeah.
Even though you guys know it's a big government, so it's a national-owned state to run, telecommunication. But still, it's true.
Yeah.
They take good care of their, service providers.
Yeah.
Their resellers,
partners.
Their partners, and they compete with each other a lot. Yeah. It's also
another reason I mentioned all this is, the previous episode, we got a guest, Lily, from the ISP.
Yeah, Lily. Yeah.
We were talking about the business opportunities with the ISP.
Yeah.
That's why I give you guys this example. So guys, take this seriously. You truly have the chance to work together with these guys. Yeah, like Ramon mentioned, don't think about, hey, how can I compete with these guys? Take it easy. You don't have to compete with these guys. You can try to work together with these guys.
Well, they see you as resources.
That's right.
To explore their channels because what they are competing, they're only competing with other carriers.
That's right.
And you guys are their
vendors. You can be their vendors.
Yeah, you guys are their army.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to, compete with other carriers in all aspects. This is what we mentioned.
Yeah.
And one more thing. So this is with the price that you have to get, the cost you get from the, service provider. So does that mean you can also it will be better if you can also provide internet?
Well, that would be another price.
Yeah, there would be another price.
Yeah. This is just for voice.
That's only for voice. Yeah. Okay, good. So, and the price you mentioned, and the price we mentioned earlier, the end user prices, that does not include internet as neither.
No.
Okay.
This is purely for voice.
Okay, purely for voice. Okay, so this is your price. And one more thing, you have to be able to bill the end users. So that means you have to get a billing system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billing system is also what you need there if you want to make your voice solution be a whole package, be a complete solution. You also need to think about the billing solution. Just try to find it in the market. There are so many choices.
How much will it cost?
Well, I don't know. Billing system is quite complicated, to be very honest, because there are so many choices.
Yeah.
And another thing is the billing system is not just like, hey, we got some sort of solution. It can do the calculation. Another thing is you will also need to consider the tax.
Yeah.
That's something really complicated.
Yeah. Well, when it comes to billing system,
the billing solution we're talking about is actually the final billing report we can provide to end users. So you're not just going to give them a billing report to tell them, hey, this is how much I'm going to charge you for the PBX. It doesn't make sense. End users, they need you to give them the final bill. How much do I need to pay for this? How much is going to be my tax? How much is going to be the labor cost? They need this.
And you need to know how much cost do they make?
Yeah.
So not by channels, but by numbers.
Sure.
Right? Because
that's
you
exactly
offer
what
multiple numbers for multiple numbers to one channel. This is how it works. So this is what should you be looking into, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
So I guess some key components for you guys to think about for your cost. These are just some things you need to think about it.
Yeah. So that means, first of all, let's make a quick wrap up. Okay. So first of all, if you are working with SMBs, you should probably be prepared to move to cloud business.
Yeah. Don't miss it. It's a huge market.
Yeah. And the recent things that's been happening in the market once again prove it. Okay. But if your main customer base are bigger companies, industrial
vertical
users like hospitals,
yeah,
hotels,
governments. I think you just better try to get certified.
Yeah.
I think there's a membership.
At least.
Yeah.
Getting to the list.
Yeah, that's right.
But if your main customer base are those people, then it's okay.
Sure.
Once again, it's not inevitable. But if you are working with small business, SMBs, well, you should probably think about it. And our suggestion would be, you combine numbers, trunks,
films, PBXs, yeah,
and do one package,
right?
Sure. And of course, there's multi-tenant, there's multi-instance. If you're experienced, if you have the technical capability, multi-tenant will be more economical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the server, I just want to talk about another thing. All right, quick talk. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
About the server, I mean the infrastructure. You can also have multiple choices. If you got the capability, you have your own infrastructure. Do it by yourself.
Yeah.
I mean seriously, guys, because this is the best way for you to control your cost, control your budget. You already got the resource, so just host it by yourself. Well, if you don't have the infrastructure or server, don't worry, guys. There are many options in the market. You can try to work together with the manufacturer, with Yeastar, for example. We provide Yeastar hosted solutions. So this is just one option. The other option is try to find some data centers in the market.
You rent a data center.
Exactly. You can rent service from data center, big data center, if this is if you're capable, all right?
Yeah.
Or you can also try to find some small providers. Some ISP, they also have their own data center. They have their own rack. That's also available. You can also rent the
You don't even need to rent a whole rack.
Not necessary.
Not necessary.
Yeah. Just tell them what you need. They can actually assign some resources for you.
Okay.
That'll be fine. You can just pay for it monthly. You sign the contract with them 1 year or 2 years. They got a specialist to maintain the whole server out of your trouble. That'll be much easier.
Okay. Yeah. So that's another cost. Server.
Sure.
Right? You can just, if you choose like Yeastar hosting or other brand hosting service, then you don't have to worry about a thing. But if you prefer having more control, well, there are options.
Yeah, right? Options. Many options.
Okay, good. And let's get back to the wrap up.
Sure.
Yeah. So there's multi-instance, multi-tenant, multi-tenant, more economical, but a little bit more risky and more demanding on their technical capability.
Yeah.
Multi-instance, it's by default more stable.
Yeah.
But once again, if you have the capability to run in multi-tenant, then maybe there are no much difference here, right?
Sure.
But by default, it's more reliable, more stable. It will cost you a little bit more because you are using more resources.
Exactly.
But it's easier, a lot easier for you. Right?
Sure thing.
You don't need that much technical experience on this. And of course, we mentioned prices. This is the key part here, right? The service provider will give you certain amount of channels and more numbers, of course, and they will charge you. They will charge you like per channel per month, right? And of course, there is a minimum period for the contract.
Yeah. You guys can actually widen your vision. Don't think about this cloud business as a reseller. You can try to think about the whole thing as a ISP or service
provider. You will
be
an ISP if you do all those things.
The example I give you guys, you can see that's how they make money. You can do something similar. So don't think about the whole business model with the old way. Try to think about it in a different way. Think about this as a service provider. Then absolutely you will see the chance. You will see the opportunity.
You can actually work with the building administrator.
Yeah.
If they bring new company into the office, they use your office. They use your service.
Yeah, you can provide them everything, not just the phone system.
Yeah. This is also another way around.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, I guess that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I guess that's it for our episode 5. Lots of points. These points are quite interesting, very inspiring.
We hope that it can help you if you are really considering migrating to cloud PBX. We hope this episode would be
We give you guys confidence. This is going to be the moneymaker.
Yeah. And of course, if you're interested, once again, we mentioned that many, many times. Sure. If you're interested, if there's something you want to share on the podcast, let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, to be continued, and, well, we're going to catch you in the next episode.
Next one.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah.